Hello everybody, welcome to another tutorial of how to create your own cryptocurrency and set up your own crypto wallet so you can buy or sell your own coins with anybody else who has a crypto wallet. Now, before we begin, I would like to first explain what cryptocurrency is and how it works. Basically, cryptocurrency is a digital currency whose transactions are all verified and recorded on a decentralized database system called a blockchain using cryptography. Now, cryptography is a way to encrypt your data, and the blockchain uses this encryption of your data to store it on a peer-to-peer network. So the blockchain, its feature is that everything that you store inside a block, or what a block is, a data entry, is immutable. So that means that it's irreversible. You can't take it off the blockchain and stays there forever. And as on top of that, it's a very transparent process, which means that anyone can see your transactions if they have access to your wallet, which is identified by a certain numerical address code. And basically, you could go in, and if you have someone's wallet address, you could go in and see all their transactions, all their contracts, all their coins that they have. Anyone can see it. And all the transactions are stored on there forever. Now, the decentralized part is another feature which allows each person to use a smart contract, which is a file of code, to customize their own specific crypto coin or token. And this smart contract can give you many different functions. You could add many different functions onto it that will allow you to do anything you want with your coin. You can see the balance of how many coins are in a specific person's wallet. You can see the total supply of the coin. You can see the name. You can see number of decimal places you assigned it. You could approve of a transfer. You could allow someone to use your coin and spend it. You could increase the supply if you want. You could delete tokens. There's a lot of different ways. You could also obviously transfer from one wallet to the next, which is the main feature. And you could look up, there's a standard for the ERC20 token, which is what we're using. It's called an ERC20 token. There's a standard, there's supposed to be a specific amount of functions or specific functions that are included inside of the smart contract in order for it to be considered a crypto coin. Now, after that, with that all the way, we want to first now install the crypto wallet. And we're going to be using something called MetaMask, which is one of the more popular ones. It's really easy to use. You just install it as a plugin. And what you do is go to metamask.io, go to download, and then install it for Chrome. Go ahead and add to Chrome. Take a few seconds here. And you'll see a screen like this. Before you go, it's really easy to just go here, pin it to the taskbar, and go ahead and get started. Now we're going to create a new wallet, agree, put in your own unique password, make sure it's a strong password. You could look at this video and it'll show you a little bit of what this next part is going to be about. This is the security of your wallet. A secret recovery phase or a mnemonic and a private key is going to be administered to your wallet. Now, this is where, I'm not going to show you this, but each person has their own specific phrase, backup recovery phrase. And you're supposed to keep this a secret, obviously. You keep it somewhere where you don't forget it. And this is, how you import a wallet into how do you import a specific account into a wallet? Because whenever you download MetaMask onto a different computer, it's a local instance, which means it doesn't show your account automatically. You have to go to import. Yeah, I haven't done that yet, so I'll show you after. Okay, so once you get that done, you can go ahead and sign in, unlock your wallet, and there you have it. You have your own account already there for you. To get access to this account here, and what I was saying before is that you go to import account wherever you go on a different computer or a different browser somewhere. You go to import account, and you could use private key or right here. You go to account details, and it's right here. Now, for this tutorial, we're going to be going to the test network, Ropsten test network. And this is, because if you put it on the main network, it's, since this stuff is immutable, I don't want to create a instance of a real token. This is just for test purposes. I'm not going to be using this. So I'm just going to go ahead and use Ropsten test network. Now, before we begin, we need to have some Ether balance. So go to Ropsten Ethereum. Okay, so I have 5 Ether ready to go in my MetaMask. That's more than enough. Okay. So now we go over to our smart contract. So our smart contract, basically what I was telling you before, allows you to customize the functionality of your coin. Now the one I have here is available in the comments, the GitHub's link. It has pretty much all the functionality that you could possibly have, more or less. So the contract is sort of like a class if you're into coding. And then the constructor is how you call this, this instance. And then, you have your functions here. So just to run through some transfer ownership is where you give this coin or give the total supply of the coins to assign it to some specific person, and that person has sort of, is in charge or should be the person who creates this, like whatever organization you're with. So the next one should be, announce ownership. If you want to announce your ownership, safe math is, how you do math in a way to make sure there's no errors. Now there's a ERC20 basic contract, and this instance has a balance of and the transfer functions. You could put whatever address you want inside of this function, and it will return the balance of how many coins that you've made. Transfer is self-explanatory. You put the value in and then the address you want to send it to. And then furthermore, you can see there's allowance, there's transfer from, approve of a transfer or a transaction, allow someone to use your token to spend, transfer from. Mintable token means you could increase the amount of, it allows you to increase the supply after you've deployed it to the blockchain. Now, normally, when you assign the total supply of coins to your token, that it will not be able to be reverted because the blockchain data, as I said, is immutable and irreversible. So you can add this function in order to, change the amount of supply. So if you're testing it out at first and you put like a small supply, you could increase it. And then here is sort of the little details. I put another function called burn where you could delete coins, or you could delete it from a certain address as well if you're the owner. And basically what this constructor does is it gives them a name, a symbol, and decimals. Now, the symbol is how the coin is kind of referred to most of the time, like Bitcoin is BTC. I decided to use this and name it test coin, and decimals is basically how much of a fraction of your individual token there will be. So 18 decimals, which means that 1/10 to the power of 18 is the smallest fraction of a single token you could have. And make sure that this is kind of a standard thing. You can do anything you want. Usually there's 7 as well, 9. So when you deploy, you have to make sure that you give it a supply, and then you could go ahead and deploy it. So what I have right here is I'm in this place called remix.ethereum.org. It's a development environment where you could compile your code from your smart contract, and then you could also deploy it onto the blockchain. So there's a bunch of features here you don't need to worry about. You just need to know the file explorer, the compiler, and just keep it here. Compile your test token contract, and if it gives you any warnings, it's okay because it's not an error. It won't keep you from actually finishing your deployment. And then you go to deploy, and what you want to select here is injected Web3. This recognizes the browser you're in, and it also recognizes your instance of a MetaMask right here. And you can see it recognizes that it's using the Ropsten network, the test network. And the account you have to connect this. The account should be the one that you should see here, and it should see your balance of 5 Ether. Okay, there we go. 5 Ether right here. So what we want to do here, go ahead and compile. And then select your contract. And what you want to put for your initial supply is the number of decimals plus however many tokens you want. So 1, 70, 18, and then I'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 10,000 total tokens. And what you want to do is press transact. And right here, it's going to give you an estimation of how much gas is going to use, which is sort of like the tax that is placed upon any transaction when you're deploying to the blockchain. And you want to go ahead and press continue to confirm. And you can see right here that it's pending, and this contract is going to be deployed to the blockchain. So there's going to be a block dedicated to this contract. And this contract has a unique identity of itself. It's a unique contract address. And one of the final steps here is to add the token to your assets. So you want to go and copy this address, add token, copy and paste, and you should have your token right there, ready for you to use. Okay, 10,000 test coins. Perfect. Now, the last thing you should do here is go to somewhere right here, go to somewhere called etherscan.io. This is sort of a database for all of the deployed contracts on the, there's a different network, but we're going to be using the Robston test network. And it's going to show you the address of your wallet and how much balance you have. Obviously, this is a ton of money, but this is a test network. And what you want to do is go click on your contract, go here, and right here is go to verify and publish. Now, you want to make sure that the contract address is the right one, and go to single file and select the compiler. So you could go up here and look at the compiler. So it's going to be 8.4, and I'm using the MIT license, I do believe. Yep. Go. Continue. And what you want to do is copy paste your code onto here. Make sure that everything is, you don't touch anything else, and then verify publish. Should take a little few seconds. And there you have it. You have published and verified your contract source code onto Etherscan. And this stores, you can search up any address, any wallet address, any account, any smart contract address, and it'll give you the details about it. So you could go back, exit out, go back here, view on Etherscan, and then contract creation, and go here, and you could see you could access all of your functions right away. The difference between read and write, connect that real quick, is that the read is you can only view. This is like viewable function. So you put in the owner, it returns like the owner. You put in the owner of, the balance of a specific address, and it returns the balance of that address. The decimals, it shows you, it just shows you the info. Write contract, on the other hand, will allow you to actually transact stuff, take away, burn, mint, renounce ownership, transfer, all this, all this stuff that you added. And that's about it. That's all for this tutorial. Thanks for tuning in, and good luck in the future. Bye-bye.